Good morning, everyone. It's iCurly K here. It is Lotto Friday, September 19th, and we are going to get right into the free trade idea of the day. Now, first things first, I am looking at Tesla. Tesla had a pretty aggressively bearish day yesterday. And I also want to throw out there that today is actually quad witching, so do not forget that. So, with this dark cloud cover, this bearish actionable signal that we actually have from yesterday, I'm anticipating a pull to the downside, and then we do have a gap down. We also have some fair value gaps down as well that we might try to pull into today. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So, we have our put entry right here. We found it on the daily time frame, so we will label it as such. And then obviously, we need to figure out our magnitude. So, we're looking at about 400.98. And that's not to say that we have to go that low, but if we do decide to do nothing but pull all day today, that's where we would, see a level of exhaustion. So let's put our price targets on here. And we'll just clone that so we don't have to keep searching for that script or that template rather. And then obviously the strat tells us no matter how you feel about the market, be prepared in either direction. The reason why is because there may be news that comes out that could be advantageous to the security that you're watching. And so, although you may be bearish, what if that news is bullish? Always remember that a catalyst is going to trump any technicals. Okay. So now let's go ahead and mark out our call entry. We found it on the 4 hours, so we will label it as such. And then let's just figure out what our magnitude is going to be. Let's see here. So for our last, all right, let's figure this magnitude out. All right, so we're looking at 432.51 if we decide to push up. So let's go ahead and do that. Uh-oh. Glad I caught that. So that is our magnitude up. It looks like we have a 4 hour price target just shy of the ATR target, so we do have to mark that out as well. And let's talk about our strike prices. So, if you've been on this channel for a while, you should already know that the ATR is going to keep you in line with where your strike prices should fall. So, you shouldn't exceed those ATRs, right? So, because it is a day trade that we're looking at, we don't want to go out of those particular bounds. So, for the upside, if we do decide to push up, we'll be looking at anything in the money. So, if you're trying to lower your risk, you can opt for an in the money call option, right? Or you can go all the way to 430, but do not exceed 430 for calls if we do decide to make market structure to the upside or strengthen momentum to the upside. So in the money, but do not exceed 430. Then to the downside, we're looking at anything in the money, but I will say don't exceed 405. And I know it can get all the way down there to 400.98. And you're probably like, why can't we choose a 402.50? Because it's Friday, right? And because it is Friday, we do not want to go too far out of the money. We want to be in the money as soon as possible because remember, contracts actually expire today. So in the money to 405. So you can choose any put option in the money to lower your risk, but do not exceed 405. And guess what? If it decides to go all the way down there to 400.98, just think of it like this. You'll be deeper in the money and you make more money, right? So let's do that again to the upside. We're looking at in the money, do not exceed 430 on the calls. And then to the downside, do not exceed 405. So in the money to 405 for puts. All right, everyone. So if you like these videos and you want to see them continuously coming in, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at iCurlyK. If you're interested in joining the Discord, it is pinned to my YouTube page as well. I hope to see you in Baggage Claim. Have an amazing day. Bye.